guys, it's LASERJET here with Notary to Notary, and in this video I'm going to show you how to get prepared for a notary appointment. So as a notary signing agent, when you receive your first appointment, it will usually be in the form of a text message, an email, or a phone call. Once you accept the appointment, you will get an email confirmation. So when you get that first text message, you'll either hit accept or negotiate your rate. Same thing with an email or a phone call. For this video, we're going to pretend that you're getting a phone call. The phone call will go like this. Hello. And then they'll say, hi, is this Vanessa Terry? And then I'll say, yes. They'll say, we have a signing available for you tomorrow at 5 o'clock in Richmond, Virginia. Are you available? I am. What kind of signing is it? Then they'll say, it's a standard refi closing, no fax backs. What would be your fee for that? And then I would say something around $100 or $150. And they will say, awesome, I'll send you the email confirmation right now. Thanks. Simple as pie. The next thing you want to do is check your email for that email confirmation. Your email confirmation is going to tell you everything that you need to know about that signing. So where you're signing, the borrower's name, their contact number, where to get docs, if you need to collect any additional docs, if you need to collect IDs, everything you need to know in order to make sure you complete the signing successfully. So let's check our email. So we're going to go ahead and print our loan documents. And for this one, in our email confirmation, it does tell us that we can print fit to page. Be careful with that though, because sometimes it won't tell you and they'll say instead print on legal size paper or print as formatted. So you would want to set your printer to a setting similar to like auto detect or print as formatted. But for this printing, we're going to go ahead and print on fit to page. So while our printing is going, it's very important that we double check our pages that are being printed. You want to make sure that, for one, you're not running out of ink. A lot of times you may not notice it because it's not out, but it's faded. You don't want to have faded pages. You want to make sure that all of your pages are printed properly and they're not cut off. So what I always do is once the docs are finished printing, I go ahead and just flip through them all really quick and make sure they're not cut off. If they are cut off, I go back to my printer settings and double check to make sure it says fit to page. Now our docs are printed. And I did actually skip a step. So after you check your email confirmation, the next thing you want to do is call the borrower to confirm the appointment. And calling the borrower could be very simple as simply just calling, introducing yourself, and just asking them if they're still signing on this day and this time. So this is what it would generally sound like. So let's call the borrower. Ring, ring, ring. Hi, this is Vanessa Terry. I was looking for Kevin Bryant. And they will say, this is he. And then you would say, awesome. Well, I'm the notary doing your loan closing scheduled for tomorrow at 5 o'clock. I just wanted to confirm the appointment with you. And he'll say, great, awesome. And I'll say, okay, well, I have you signing at 1230 Forest Drive at 5 o'clock tomorrow. Does that work? And they'll say yes. And then you'll say, great. Well, the only thing you need to have is a valid form of ID, and I will see you tomorrow. And then they'll say, awesome, see you tomorrow. Great. That's it. Simple as pie. Now we'll prep our loan docs. So you don't have to actually prep your loan docs if you're familiar with how to go through a signing, but a lot of new notaries like to put these little sign here post-its on their, where the borrower has to sign, and that's what that looks like. So what you're going to do now is split the package in half. So you have a copy that the borrower is going to sign, and then a copy that you're going to leave with the borrower. So this is what they're going to sign, and this is what's going to stay with them. And so we put that in a manila folder. You don't have to use this. You can put it in another FedEx folder if you want to. I just like the presentation like that. And then we're going to prep our loan docs. So one of the first things I always do is take out the shipping label. I do multiple signings in a day. So I take out the shipping label and I go ahead and mark my FedEx or UPS envelope. So, and the reason being is it's going to make it a whole lot smoother. Once you start doing like 5 to 10 closings a day, you're going to want to have everything organized. Trust me. So everything you can do beforehand is definitely going to help you. And then I just mark it with the client's last name right on. So I put the client's last name, the date. I'll also put scan backs right here if they need scan backs. That way I remember as I'm going through, I'll know when I'm done this closing not to actually seal it because they have scan backs left. So I don't seal it. But if I mark it on here, scan backs, when I'm going through at the end of the day, I know, okay, don't seal and drop this one yet. Scan this one back when I get back to the office. So what I do next is I'm going to go ahead and tag the pages where it has the signature lines. And I always make sure I actually look through the documents. Like look and see if there's initial lines. Read it. You don't have to read all their information, but you can tell looking at each page what needs to be filled out and what doesn't. Take your time, guys. Look for signature lines. Look for initials. Look for information that needs to actually be filled in. Sometimes it has to be filled in information. Usually it's just like if they're getting proceeds back, they'll want them to fill in like how they want to get their money back, like a wire or a check getting mailed out to them. A common one is the loan application, guys. The addendum to loan application, there's 2 signatures on that one. People always miss that one. There's one at the, like the top kind of, middle top, and then one at the very bottom. That's a commonly missed document. Okay. But like I said, most of this stuff, it's really simple. One thing you want to look for is the initial lines. So initial lines are usually at the bottom, but they can be at the top. They can be in the middle. They can be anywhere. Take your time and look at it. The more you go through loan docs, the more comfortable you're going to be recognizing where they need to sign. Also, look for check boxes. So there's different forms in here that will have them filling out check boxes. So make sure you're checking that out too. Let's see. You can also put them like on your notary section so you don't forget. But so when you're notarizing a document, you want to look for notary language. That's what you're looking for. You're looking for something that says state of, county of, thing like that. That's how you'll know when you need to notarize a document. And then when you're going through these documents, guys, take some time and read them. That's what I used to do when I was doing loan closing in the beginning. If I had a reader, which is what we call someone who reads every single page, every single word on every single page and asks you definitions, like, what does this mean? When I get a reader, I take that time to just, while they have their docs, I just read through their paperwork. That's how I got to understand what the loan documents were and where to sign, things like that. So I made sure I use my time wisely. Oh, like one you have to fill in nearest living relative, not living with you. That's when they have to fill in. Or sometimes they'll have like contact pages. They want to know like the borrower's email addresses and mailing address and forwarding addresses is really important. Things like that. There could be a number of reasons that they will need them to fill something out. Like this is a checkbox one that's just saying, do you want to get unsolicited mail? They need to answer that. Especially like when you're doing like loan applications, there'll be a lot of stuff for them to fill out. Like their homeowner's information, if they're in an HOA, things like that. Another commonly missed one is the Social Security verification form. It has to be signed and dated. People miss that one a lot too. Dun, 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 dun. I'm trying to think if there's anything else that's important that you want to make sure you don't miss. And like I said, I don't pass over the papers that don't need to be signed. I only give the borrower the pages that need to be signed. Dun, dun, dun. And I'm going through this one pretty quickly because I know where all the signatures are. But when you do it, you know, take your time. Like I said, make sure you read through everything. Uh-oh. Okay, so now we're done tagging our package. And we went through it to make sure nothing was cut off. I did that when I was tagging. So now all we do is put this with this. So you have your copy the borrower is going to sign already with the shipping label in it, already labeled what day it is. And I put the date because sometimes I have orders out like today, tomorrow, the next day. And so I keep them on like this little basket that has all of them for the day. So I could just take out, okay, these are all for the first, these are all for the second. And then, like I said, when I'm done my signing, if it doesn't say scan backs on it, I know I can just pull it off, close it, drop. If it says scan backs, I leave it open and I'll scan it at the office. But when I go to my closing, I take their copy and I also put on their copy their name. So when I get out of the car, it'll be a copy with their name on it and date for them, and then my copy. So I'm just grabbing these two out and I'm ready to rock and roll. So that is how I prep for a loan signing appointment. I hope these tips helped you, and I look forward to helping you build a successful notary signing agent business. For more tips and training, make sure you visit us online at notarytonotary.com. And until next time, happy signing!